Yo, yo, what's up? Fig review, technically number 2, coming to you. There were previously other recorded videos that I've had technical difficulties getting loaded up to you guys. But, we'll get to you. They're like special edition behind the scenes stuff now. Anyway, we're not going to dwell on that stuff. Just got this guy, Jace Beleren. Funko made by Funko, the same guys who are doing the uber popular Pops. As you can see, this is from the Magic Legacy collection. I haven't seen too many full-fledged action figures from Funko. This is kind of the, as far as I know, their first shot at full-on action figures. It's from Magic the Gathering. I'm sure most of you guys are at least familiar with it. Uber popular card game. It's been around since the early 90s. As far as I know, this is the first time we've seen action figures based on Magic. Now, my interest in Magic is a very recent thing. But one of the characters in particular that I came to enjoy was Jace Beleren. I'm not going to get too much into talking about Magic itself, but basically these are different characters in the line that also happen to be kind of the main characters in Magic. Obviously it's played between 2 players. You don't take the role of these guys, but these are characters that exist within the Magic universe. There's a very long existing lore for Magic that explains all the different card sets and all that stuff. And these guys are, I guess are the closest thing you can get to main characters within the lore of Magic. They're called Planeswalkers, which is also what you as a player of Magic is called. And each of the characters is kind of representative of the different colors of Magic. So again, not diving too much into Magic, but Jace is the character who is mainly represented by blue Magic. You play island land cards to tap to get blue mana, and mostly when you're playing that kind of when you're playing that color, you're getting a lot of control over cards, digging through your deck, looking for the exact cards you want, stopping your opponents from doing things, just having total control over the game, what's going on. So that's kind of the character that Jace is. He's one of those guys. My friend Dre, who introduced me to Magic, happens to be a big Jace fan, and I guess that rubbed off. He was obviously the Planeswalker I was most exposed to while learning Magic, because my friend happens to love him too. So it's a shout out for you, Dre. So yeah, the other characters are cool. I don't know too much about them, obviously. I'm still very new to the Magic lore. But anyway, jumping into the figure. Nice box. Reminiscent of, it looks like the Black Series boxes from Star Wars. So I originally thought that these were made by Hasbro, but it's Funko. Again, as far as I know, this is their first shot at making figures, full-scale figures, and not pops. But anyway, just looking at Jace, the figure, it's a solid figure. I like that it has the soft rubber for his cloth cape and stuff. It's usually a toss-up of what you're going to get. If a character has a cape or something like that, you're either going to get a fabric cape, so it actually looks like, a cloth fabric that's, looks like a cape, or you'll get it molded in softer plastic, so you can get a little bit more of a dynamic look. So it looks like, this is a fabric that's kind of blowing in the wind there. So it's a nice little compromise. It's not the fabric, but when it's in this soft rubber, it's, you know, a little easier to make it molded and get a little bit more dynamic look out of it. So he's looking pretty solid. I mean, nice paint app all around. Pretty much looks like what I've seen in all the card art. I guess I could have had some cards handy to show to you guys, but that's okay. This I actually really like. It's actually removable. I wouldn't really pose him like this, but for the sake of showing him off, I'm going to show him off without the cape. Really easy to slide on. And that's kind of like, you know, his normal default look. That's the way he'll be posed and displayed. But for purposes of showing him off, you know, nice wide range of motion for the head. It rotates a lot. I'm not going to go too nuts with these because these have some really nice tight joints, and I don't want to go loosening them up. But this head can go all around. I like how you can see the little paint applications on his face there. Hair is decent, nothing crazy. Again, you got this soft rubber molded onto here to kind of, I guess, be part of armor, but since it's soft rubber, it lends itself to letting him move his arm around. He's got, and it's attached to his bicep swivel, so that works with that. This has got a nice ball joint in there, tight elbow. This hand rotates a little bit, not too much, but that's alright. This one is a little bit freer because it doesn't have the armor thing there. But nice details on him, bicep swivel. And his hand is actually on a pivot joint. So, nice articulation all around again. This part up here is, it's like the soft rubber armor is molded onto the hard body plastic. Really, really impressive. And it comes around here too. So all this stuff is soft rubber so that he can move, but it's like molded right into the hard plastic of the figure. Really cool. I'm really digging it. And you can still see that there's still details in his armor over here, all this stuff. This is all soft rubber here. Nice articulation of the legs. I love the thigh swivels. Thigh swivels are great for posing. He's got a nice tight double knee joint. I can't even bend this top knee joint, and I'm not even going to try. I like that it's super stiff like that. I'm going to leave it like that. But if you had like a flight stand, you could probably get him into some nice flight poses. Nice. His foot can pivot forward and back. It's basically an ankle rocker, and it can rotate, but the sculpted pants are hindering it. But yeah, again, so I'm definitely digging this guy. There are other characters that I've been curious about. I would like to get some of the other characters in the line, but I wanted to kind of see what they were like first, how the quality was, and this guy's definitely sold me. And I've been hunting this guy for forever. Super tough to find. But Barnes & Noble had him on clearance, so he was about like maybe $12 I think he was. But yeah, this guy, super solid. Highly recommend him. Obviously, if you're not really a fan of Magic, you're probably not going to care too much. And even if you are a fan of Magic, you could totally go by and never care about this guy at all. But in terms of action figure, if you're a fan of it, of Magic, and you just want to have some type of collectible represented on your shelves, highly recommend it. I'll definitely be checking out the rest of the line. Thanks for checking this out, guys. Sorry again about the delay. And we'll hope to get some more videos pumped out for you sooner. Stick around.